The storm raged around me, waves crashing like thunder as I gripped the wheel, determined to push through the hurricane. I'd heard whispers of an island hidden in the chaos, a place where witches cultivated cannabis like it was magic itself. As the winds howled, I thought of the legends. These women, skilled in both sorcery and botany, using their craft to heal and empower. With each gust, I felt closer to uncovering their secrets. Would I find a sanctuary or a spellbinding trap? Either way, I was ready to embrace whatever awaited me on that mystical shore.
What is going on, everybody out there in podcast land? I have no idea what that AI intro was all about. I
Hello,
don't
my
even watch
friends.
them before I load them in. It's just like
Oh
it's
no,
the
yeah.
first thing it gives me.
It's a surprise to us too.
Welcome. How are you, G3?
Hello, I'm fabulous. How about you, sir?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you. It was something about a hurricane or a storm, which is relevant to my life. I just endured a severe storm on my vacation week.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty
Nothing
cool
like a
though.
hurricane at the shore, right?
Actually, no, there isn't. It's kind of like it's humbling. It's a very surreal experience. The ocean,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of power. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, wow. You can only imagine what those sailors of old time had to deal with and what they thought. Man, crazy.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah,
Going down to sea doesn't sound like a
right,
good time.
right. Being a fake captain's hard enough.
Well, we're glad that you survived the hurricane, and a very happy birthday to you, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. You know,
Yay.
appreciate it. But yeah, after a certain point, man, birthdays ain't no fun anymore.
Yeah,
Just just another trip around the sun. Just another reminder that I'm one day closer to death. Like all things, of course.
yeah, of course.
But no, I appreciate it very much. And thanks everyone in the chat. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Mm-hmm. Hey, chat. How are you
Welcome
guys
back.
tonight?
We got Eric, Ohio Auto Flowers, D16 Guy, Measy Grows, Smoke Ring, Matt Frat, Low Key Grows, Def Index, THC NC. I like that, like THC Music Factory.
Oh man,
What song of theirs was
you're showing
a
your
hit?
age.
Yeah, right.
I don't even.
Ah,
That, I mean,
it was on like Jock Jams Volume 1, pretty sure.
oh my god. Ah, that's hilarious. That could never. That's like not a thing anymore. It could never be a thing anymore. But man, what an era. Jock
Oh yeah,
jams.
what a time.
Now that's what I call music. Volume 29.
Yeah, there you go. I knew someone in the chat would know. Smoke Ring. He's singing it to himself. Like, everybody dance now.
Bum,
Dun,
bum, bum, bum,
dun, dun.
bum.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah.
And that was totally on Jock Jams Volume 1. Like the OG.
Yep. And everything else around that time.
Right? Oh, man. Simpler times, G3. But,
The world is a smaller place. Or bigger place. I don't know. It was different.
yeah, right? It
Different world.
feels like a smaller place. That's kind of like less, I don't know, less mystery with all the connection.
Mm.
Just like, you can like find YouTube videos of like any town in the world where like some blogger or vlogger just walking around like filming candid shots, and you're just like, shit, everywhere kind of just looks the same now. Like, wow, they have the same stores we do. It's just like they got sidewalks and curbs and street lights. It's just, wow, man.
We're living in the Matrix.
For real. For real. But let's see. I'm trying to get get situated here. So much going on in my grow world. I have full jars. I have exciting new strains that I'm smoking
Hooray.
from
Full
recent
jars.
harvests.
God damn it, where's my lighter?
Oh, now you forgot your lighter.
I did. I have to go get it.
There you go. It's all right. I can hold down the boat for a second. These friendly people just have to wait, you know.
Yes, but I wanted to do hood rat stuff for my friend.
Sometimes you do just want to do hood rat stuff with your friend. I mean, is that showing my age a little bit? That was like one of the original memes. I'm pretty sure. Tosh.0. Anyone? So yeah, no, I have.
I'm so impressed with your ability to talk to yourself. Thank you,
I'm
sir.
not talking to myself.
Fine
Yeah,
one.
30 something people here listening to my insane ramblings.
Tosh.0.
I played a little. Remember this guy?
I want to do it because it's fun. Fun to do bad things.
Remember that guy?
Yeah.
One of my favorite memes. Yeah, no, it's fun to do bad things sometimes. It's a little reckless abandon, you know.
Hell yeah.
So yeah,
Like growing weed.
like yeah, maybe like growing weed in your attic in the middle of Prohibition land. Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to do hood rat stuff. I fight the urge every day to do more and more hood rat stuff. But
Yep.
gotta
I had a plumber literally
live by the motto.
2
of
feet
course.
from my tent last week, and it was stressful.
Mm.
He was supposed to come back today, but things got dry. So now I have to keep my tent like completely blocked off and hidden for another week.
That is stressful.
Yeah, I can't even get to her really. The only way I can everything's basically automated in there. I can see her through like the little peephole, and she's in an autopod system, so I
Yeah.
just keep filling the res.
And it's in veg, right? I suppose.
Next she's in flower.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I have a new carbon filter.
All right.
So when I found out that my new friend down the street happens to be married to a cop, that was the first thing I did was get a new carbon filter. So
Smart.
yeah, it's just been a lot of fun lately with that. Everything
Well-
was unplugged. It was fun. He actually saw the prop tent, which was like over on my workbench over there, and it was kind of like hidden. Everything, like electricity is off to everything. And he goes, "I'm guessing this is like a 3D printer." I was like, "Yeah, sure. 3D printer."
Yes.
Exactly. It's exactly what it is.
I would just nod.
Yep.
That's right.
Oh,
It
joy.
sure is.
Joy. Meanwhile, I'm like dying inside. All right. So from your new plethora of your smorgasbord from your new murder scene, what's on
is-
the? Are you smoking any of it tonight?
I am. Absolutely. It was like, what do I choose to smoke tonight? Was really my question.
Have you tried all of them already?
I haven't. No, I haven't. They still have the most recent 4 are still in the tent, drying. Well, no, I transferred them from the tent into the totes.
Okay.
You know my 2-tier dry system, right?
Yes.
We'll talk all about that, but first let me just talk about what I'm smoking, which is Irie Maiden, one of my photo periods that I had like in the back left corner of the champagne room, old 5x5.
Is that a Romulan?
It is a Romulan, and it's like one of his black label cultivars, which is like, I guess one that he just is most proud of kind of thing. And it's honestly very unique. It's super like no.
That
So-
was a very long hesitation there.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase it. No, I'm like I love it. I'm happy with it.
Okay.
It's like I've just never really had anything quite like it. It is reminds me of cinnamon flavored red candy. You know what I mean? Like, if you ever had like hot
Like Red
tamales,
Hots?
yeah,
Yeah.
Red Hots, or like those little cinnamon dots that are just
Yeah.
like it's that artificial like
Fireballs.
yeah, like fireball, like atomic fireball maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fireball whiskey perhaps. It's got that spicy red candy
Yeah.
thing going on, which is really really cool because I have this autoflower too, that cherry bangarang. That's like the just like straight up red candy, like Swedish Fish or like red Sour Patch Kids type flavor and smell to it.
You
No,
got like mild and spicy.
oh yeah, 100%. It's these two different types of red candy things going on that like just yeah, really cool. Not something I've ever had before. It just amazes me endlessly how weed can literally smell like anything.
Isn't it incredible?
It's
It's
just
amazing.
it really is like and the more I grow and the more that I smell these different strains and stuff, it's just like, continues to blow me away. So we got a cat a cat joining us. No, this is my old
Who is
lady
it?
Shadow.
Oh, Shadow. I just heard a meow.
Yeah, she'll continue to yell at me for the next like couple minutes, so don't mind her. She's just a little stowaway here.
Pretty
Say
baby.
hi, say hi.
Oh,
No,
princess.
no. Oh man. All right, so yeah. Cheers to new weed, exciting new flavors in the jar, and if anyone else is out there celebrating such an occasion, well, cheers to you too.
Be happy, 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 happy. Beauty.
Oh yeah, delicious. No, really, like flavor as always, something I'm very harshly judging all my plants on.
As you should. I mean,
That's the ultimate like separator in my opinion. Is like some strains just have a lot of flavor for whatever reason, and sometimes I dry them in the same conditions, I grow them in the same conditions. It just has to come down to genetics at the end of the day, right?
yeah.
When the flavor carries through and I can taste it on the exhale, always makes me want to take another hit, which sometimes gets me in trouble.
I think a lot of that has to do with how well the terpenes or the trichomes are protected, because those terpenes are super volatile. So if they kind of like burn off in the atmosphere, then you're going to lose all your taste and flavor. And some strains can just hold on to those better. They do a better job protecting it.
You think it's like, what would you say like it is about the trichome? Is it like this the shape of it itself that's just like,
I have no idea. I mean, for whatever
right? I
reason,
have no
like
idea.
maybe it's the thickness of the outer wall. Maybe it is
yeah,
the length of whatever. It could be any one of a bajillion variables. I have no idea, and I'm sure there is somebody out there who absolutely knows what it is, which makes a trichome
right.
more stable or less stable, or what makes terpenes more volatile or less volatile.
Think like
Yeah.
maybe there's
Sounds
just
like a fun research topic.
there also could be certain combinations of terpenes that like volatilize more easily like in your environment. So like maybe let's face it, right? Like how many of us home growers have like the optimal conditions to dry and cure our products in? I
For like
feel
2 weeks during the year.
yeah, well, for real, like I no, absolutely. Like in my basement, there is a period of time in the fall and the spring.
Right.
Right.
I guess twice a year, yep, for about 2 to 3
Like
weeks each
2
time.
weeks.
It's like perfect. It's perfect.
It is. Now, if you can time your grows, man, that would be awesome to take advantage of that. But in the middle of August, and also while I was on vacation, like that's a whole other story, is I always manage to do this to myself. Just like, harvest coming up. I'm so excited. Gonna chop tomorrow. And then I'm like, oh, wait.
Every
But I
time.
have a trip planned. They sneak up on me. You know what I mean? Like, you
But it's
just get,
so amazing how like your trips always coincide with the
always.
last week of your grow, and it's like the grows start first. So
Yeah, no,
it's
no.
just, it's just funny that it just always works out that way.
Because usually I have it planned, like very kind of meticulously. But what ends up happening always is there's like a week that slips by me, and it's like, well, shit's not ready yet. I over veg. Whatever happens, you just end up like, yeah. And then by the time I'm like, oh, I should have had these dried and at least in my totes, right? Because that's kind of like a stable pre-cure type of environment that I would trust them in way more than like literally what I had to do is chop the plants and then drive 5 hours away and like just worry about like what are the drying conditions, like the first 5 days of your dry are like literally you can fuck up your entire harvest, right?
Yeah, like first day of your dry, you could fuck up your
Yeah.
harvest.
No, for real. Like that it's so important to nail, like to do everything you can to like nail that first week of the dry, let's say. Especially in summertime, So I'm like really just like this isn't ideal, but I have to do what I have to do, and like I'm just it's kind of just like threw my hands up in the air, like it is what it'll be what it'll be kind of thing. And also had like a buddy checking on my cats and my dry, so got some updates from Rare Orange, shout out. And
He's such a good guy.
yep, but yeah,
So
just
how
always had to worry.
You're gonna chop how? Okay, let me rephrase.
Mm-hmm.
When would it the perfect time to chop be?
When
If the vacation wasn't happening, if that wasn't a thing, if you were just going on living normal life, what would have been the
Like-
perfect time to chop?
when the basement is that perfect 60-60 just on its own. Yeah, I mean, in that, if you're talking about what, like time of the year, of course.
No, I'm just asking, like, how much longer did your plants go than you would have wanted them to? And in the end, how much did that actually make a difference?
So I'd say they ended up, like, I would have liked to chop them about a week before I did. Maybe 5 days extra.
Okay.
Which I don't think really affected me all that much.
What was your amber percentage before and after? Did you check?
Yeah, I was looking. I mean, depends where in the plant, but like, top buds I think were like max, 5 to 10% amber. So like it was right at that like I don't want to take these any longer kind of point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in all ideal conditions, right? I'd prefer to chop them early. I feel like that's when you get your best terp expressions. That's when you get your highest THC percentage, and then like as it ripens and kind of goes past that point, you get all that CBN and those types of cannabinoids developing. That
Yep, you get them early, you
not-
get a little more CBG as well.
not what I want personally, but yeah, no, I don't think it affected me all that much. But like I think what really ends up like being a factor for me personally is like I know my dry at this point. Like I know my own setup. I know kind of what to expect. So like I could just leave. And I had it dialed in to the point where it was literally like 69, 70 degrees Fahrenheit and 60% humidity, 55 to 60% humidity the whole time. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And you put any amount of plants, like you give them 9, 10 days of that, maybe 12, depending on like density and stuff like that. Different plants will dry a little quicker, but yeah, it's perfect, perfect.
So I mean,
Perfect.
really, like, if you can't chop your plants right away when you want to, it's not that catastrophic, truly. I mean,
No.
are most of these indicas? What's your ratio
Oh
of
yeah,
stimulating versus sedating?
yeah.
So a little
So
more CBN probably is an okay thing if they're
uh,
more sedating strains.
they are definitely way more indica leaning. Like I would say the only one that has like a hybrid kind of effect is this one right here. That Irie
Mm-hmm.
Maiden, that Red Hots kind of terps. But like it's the other ones are like I mean I got Ram Scotty back in the jars. You know, like that's so dangerous for me. It's just like
Oh,
it tastes so good, but it's like it's the type of weed that like you smoke it and then like 10 minutes later you're just like so high, like your eyelids get heavy, you're just like you can't even like it's just like it feels like it's asking a lot to like move. That type of high, you feel heavy, little weighed down, that type of thing. Not the
yeah,
best daytime one, no,
yeah,
no.
there is
Def-
a time and a place, but that time and place does not occur very often in my life.
it's like
That
I
type of weed I just do not have room for. I appreciate those who
no,
do,
I
though.
love
It
that.
sounds lovely.
I love that sometimes. It's like but I have to be like I have to know my limits with that type of thing. It's
Yeah,
but
you'll knock yourself out.
I haven't even tried like the pure crush, which is supposed to be even more indica leaning, and I haven't even tried the George's root beer yet or the root beer
Ooh,
sauce.
I love George's root beer.
And oh, fortunately, I do have a huge tangy rainbows autoflower that I harvested too. So I got like, you know,
So much weed.
yeah, that's my
All the weed.
daytime strain, right? That's my
Yeah,
daytime.
at least you have something. I really think that's so important is to really have a variety of different types of medicine in your tent. Because having all indicas or all sativas is it's only going to half help you.
Oh, yeah, you need the full spectrum. You need
Yeah.
to light up all the cannabinoid receptors in your brain. But yeah, no, I'm just happy to be back, like weed rich once again. You know,
Congratulations.
moving on up to a
Yeah.
deluxe apartment, and, and it just like awesome. Feels good, you know, the fruits of my labor kind of thing, and just to like know that the quality is there too. With like these are just sample buds, you know. I'm not gonna really be able to enjoy this until the trim is the sentence is complete,
That's
which
I
yeah,
mean I that's going to take a long ass time. I know how long that takes you.
it'll take some time. Now,
I'm happy to help. Just let me know when.
all right, might put you to work, but I do have, and I know this will be a little controversial, but I am a fan of the BIM trag. The BIM trag, right? I know. No, seriously. Like, this thing
To each their own.
is awesome.
No,
For
it's
the
not.
money, for the price, it's a little expensive. It's on the steep side. But my God, if it doesn't save 85% of, like 90% of the labor, and give you ultimately what I feel is an indistinguishable product at the end. Like, it works well. It does. It trims. It's like, it's good enough. It looks good to me, you know? Like, there's a couple spare, like, those like crow's feet stems, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I just, I can't do it. I cannot go through 4+ months of babying the shit out of a plant to get it to its trichomes to be the most possible, the most coverage, the most density, the largest, most terpenes, most cannabinoids. We want those to be as big and wonderful as they are, and we want to, we go like, oh my gosh, I don't have a 3-stage grinder anymore because you're losing all of these trichomes through the bottom of it.
Okay.
And I don't,
You don't like...
I use specific scissors and hold things with gloves and hold the stems, and I'm so careful to preserve as much as I possibly can.
fear-
To chuck it in a bag and shake the shit out of it is not in my methods.
All right.
No.
So your primary concern is like it's a fear of missing trichomes. What would we call that? Like FOMT?
Yeah.
Not FOM, not FOMO. It's FOMT. Fear of missing trichomes.
It's not even missing. It's plant abuse. It's you're like, why you're gonna get paid in missing trichomes, or you're gonna pay in trichomes so you don't have to sit in front of the TV and trim bud.
No.
I'll take the
you're,
trichomes.
You're not. So I've used the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Trichomes are more resilient than the plant leaves when they're dry. Like, the trichomes manage to stay on from like a couple shakes in this bag. Like, it's not.
I have
You're
a
not
trim
like.
bin.
You're not like.
I see what ends up in a trim bin after, going through a plant, and that is from like it's sitting in there and me just picking it up and sugar leaves off of it and putting the thing in a jar. And just from like picking up and placing, I lose that many trichomes in the bottom of my trim bin.
Fair point. Some plants agree. Like, some plants are very like the trichomes come off like sand when you just touch them. The washer types, right? Like,
Exactly.
Easily disturbed trichomes is a genetic trait. Now, I would never throw a plant that I suspected to be like that in this trim bin or this trim bag. Wouldn't do it. But I guess most of the plants I would. I'm just saying, like, I feel like that's a genetic trait. A lot of plants don't exhibit that trait, and they have trichomes that are a little more resilient and stay on the plant more than the dried cannabis leaves. So, like, there's literally no keef that's accumulating anywhere in this process. I'm not seeing it. It's not like coming out of the bag. It's just like...
What's the material in the inside of the
It's
bag?
kind of cool. It's just a mesh. It feels almost like a...
So can't the trichome slip through the mesh?
So
What's
I
the
guess
micron rating of
maybe I'm
that
thinking like
mesh?
canvas. Okay, think like a mesh, but like a canvas mesh. There's no like holes in this mesh, but it's like almost like a scratchy mesh. It's not the type of mesh you'd want like shorts made out of, like a silky mesh. It's a scratchy mesh.
All right.
You'd be itching all day. You don't want that. But yeah, no, it's a little abrasive, but it's like not to the point where it's gonna like, unless you are violent with this thing, G3, I'm telling you, like it's the trichomes aren't coming off on the majority of my plants, but the leaves are. And it's like, let's say I'm losing 2% of trichome heads. I'm okay with that. My fompt isn't an overwhelming feeling that I'm just like, I'm just not gonna give myself like another tool in the toolbox, you know?
I mean, I understand it really it comes down to whether the loss of those trichomes is worth your time. Do you have that time to spare? Can you do it
Fault,
while you're
fear
doing
of
something
losing.
else? Can you multitask, or is it just like a okay, I don't give a shit if it turns out X percentage lower than it would have otherwise. I'm okay with that loss. And like if that is what works for you, then by all means, do your own thing. That just doesn't work for
Yeah,
me.
no, I'm just all right with it. Like I'm at peace with it. Like like it's I couldn't say it any better. Five Bake, like the universe gets their share. It's like pouring out a beer for a buddy. You know, like
I just I mean it's I wouldn't see it's as much as the fear is lost to the trichomes, but it's also a matter of respect. Kind of.
well,
Like I said, I baby the shit out of these plants. My girls
I
have
get it.
names and personalities, and I
I
talk and
get it.
sing to them, and I'm like, these are like, I wouldn't go as far as saying they're my children,
Yeah,
but I care for them deeply. So, like, to take their hard work and do that is just,
I do understand your hesitation.
yeah.
But you know, it's kind of like you ever take a plant fresh out of a dry situation. It's just like you see the the brittleness of those leaves, right? Like they can just be flicked off, right? That's
Okay, then why not just like,
well, you can. You can. I'm just saying it saves a lot of time, G3. And like
yeah.
so for me, THC and C Music Factory has a great point. Like it's about putting the medicine in the jar at the end of the day, right?
True.
Just
And
put the
whatever
weed
way
in the
works
jar,
best for
man.
you. I just, oh my
Especially at
gosh, of
that
all the ways. It just seems,
post, like the plant's no longer alive. I'm way better at taking care of live plants than I am at like maintaining this perfect environment for dead ones, you know?
yeah. Once the plant's dead, my dopamine is gone.
it's way like more depressing to go down in the basement and deal with like the plants hanging on the meat hooks that just got like Cindy Lauper's taken to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Man, I'm so impressed with the producers because I just, it's so hard for me to care once the plant is gone. But the people who like make, they, wash it and press it and turn it into hash and like all of these various things, I'm just like, wow, you people are amazing.
Yeah.
Because there isn't a world where I would do that.
The post production, like, yeah, the post harvest thing is like where a lot of us growers are like not dropping the ball, but it's like it might be the weak link in our chain, you know? It's because, like you said it yourself, like it doesn't really hit the same way, right? Like dopamine, not the same
Yeah.
dopamine as you do in a live garden with praying leaves and happy plants, but it's so vital to the quality of your product to really like dial in your own situation. Like I said, it's not a perfect, like optimal dry, but like it's damn good enough, right? Like 70 degrees, 55%. We're not that far off.
Yeah, you get close.
And I think if I'm not mistaken, like there is some research being done that like some cannabinoids are actually like some terpene profiles do better in that environment.
Do you know, is 60% the cutoff for mold growth? 60% humidity? Or right about there?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that's the
it's like,
reason why we aim for 60%? Is it's specific for mold growth?
well, at least inhibits mold growth. Like I don't think we can say totally prevents, but like yeah, you're in the safe zone.
Yeah.
Now, you ever get a little bud rot in the dry during the dry?
Oh my God. I live in Pennsylvania. You live in Pennsylvania. Yes, of course I have.
Okay.
It just is very difficult for me to keep a stable environment in my basement. It is super damp down here. Dehumidifiers running, like pumping dehumidified air directly into the tent or into an area around the tent that's then moving into the bottom of it to make sure that the inside has the correct RH or as close to it as possible. It is just a battle the entire time. And a lot of times, like especially during the humid months in the summer or when it's like really, really rainy in the spring and the fall, when those days when that humidity just spikes, it's a
Ooh.
kind of a gamble. I have way more control in my tent than I do in the dry because I can't have fans pointed directly on those plants.
Yeah. Like you got to have the fans pointed like
At the
away
floor.
or at the
That's-
floor, at the walls. Just like you want circulating
You
air,
want
but not.
circulation, but you can't have
know.
it directly on it. So it is a struggle in those places where if it was a standard, it would be a lot easier than these huge swings that we get.
So, what do you do when if you discover bud rot in like some of your harvest? You can salvage the rest, right? You just
No.
got to be meticulous, right?
Nope, 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 nope.
Nothing.
Nothing. It's garbage.
Because
The whole thing is garbage.
bud rot is the same as botrytis, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. Is it all the same? It's all botrytis? It's
Mm-hmm.
not just like a little. No.
Yeah. And botrytis, like it just exists everywhere all the time. It's not something that's brought in or something, it just exists everywhere. The spores exists in the air. And it when it's given the opportunity in the correct environment to grow, it will do so. It likes those warm, dark places without any air movement. So it's really hard to maintain that, especially
That's
in the
killer.
grow. That's why it's
Yeah,
important
so
to
that
stay below
yeah,
60.
that's why you don't want those spikes in humidity, which off gassing freshly cut plants can often do. Like I always need a dehu in my drying chamber. Like it's essential. Just maybe if you live in like the desert, it might be a different story for you because you're kind of like providing the humidity to the environment. But yeah, not here in the swamps of PA.
Lovely subtropical.
Man, so that's again like what a silent killer that
It
bud
is.
rot.
It's terrible.
Silent
That's-
killer.
I mean, almost anything else you can kind of come back from.
I'm just like almost like I
Not this,
almost
though.
can't believe it though. Like you find like a little bit of like discoloration at the top of one of your plants, right? Like you're like, oh shit, that leaf don't look very good. You look inside the bud, damn, it's a little gray, like just doesn't look healthy. You cut off 8 inches below that one branch, right? And it's like everything else looks perfect, no signs of anything, and you're telling me that whole plant is trash.
Sorry. Yep, it is. Bud rot is systemic. If one part of the plant has it, the entire plant has it.
Fuck me. All right, what will it do to me if I smoke it is the question.
It's terrible for your lungs. I mean, really, it is a concentrated mold that you would be pulling into your
Like
lungs.
like breathing black mold from like an old HVAC system, but times 1,000, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's just not a good idea.
all right.
Our lungs are very sensitive. And people have suggested, they're like, oh, I could make edibles out of it. I could make a tincture out of it. I could do this or that or the other thing. And I just say, what I say to that is it's not worth it.
That's all right. No, that's a good point. That's a good point. I see if I've baked. See, I'm the type of guy who throws away the moldy piece of bread on top and eats the next slice. Like, I guess. I mean, like, listen.
Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. These things are microscopic until it's a literal, huge, thriving colony.
That sucks so bad.
It does. I think the bud rot is the worst. Anything else, just about you can come back from. I can't think of anything else that is an immediate destroyer, both in your grow and in the dry. And in cure too. If your plant is not dry enough and you put that thing in jars and it's not below 60% or right around there,
Oh yeah,
it's
you
gonna
got to
mold.
be careful for sure. No, I've taken it out of the dry too quickly. Too hasty to get that weed into the jars, and you're just like, if you're not burping constantly, you might pay the price. Might pay the price. Those smoke
especially
ring.
if it's like moist and like sitting on top of each other, then you put it away and like it's in a jar, you've got no air movement, it's relatively warmish in your house, and you put it away inside a dark place because light turns THC to CBN, so we like to keep our weed dark. I mean, they're just asking for it.
All right.
Mold
I mean,
City.
we need someone. And smoke ring says it strengthens the immune system to smoke botrytis, man. It very well could. Very well could. I mean, some mold is good mold. It's like, where do we draw the line between good molds and bad molds?
I don't think that you can inoculate yourself against mold. It doesn't work that way.
What we might discover, G3, is like the Mexican cuisine delicacy called huitlacoche. Have you?
Corn smut.
Right? You ever eat corn smut?
It's a delicacy.
Like, who was the first person to look at that awful looking shit and be like, you know what? My corn crop's not ruined. In fact, it's enhanced.
Mexican cuisine. Can't go wrong. I mean, they're
just saying.
brilliant.
Some mold is actually good mold. So, like, I don't know, has there been proper studies on botrytis? Maybe we're gonna find that, like,
not a mold though; it's a fungi.
isn't it the same kind of like a fungi? The fungi is huitlacoche. The corn smut is a mushroom that grows
Yeah.
out of the corn. Like, it's a fungus too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
a
but
fungus.
Isn't it the same thing?
No,
No,
botrytis.
we're talking
is
about mold.
Mold.
Okay. All right. 5 baked is with me though. Penicillin. What now? What now? We got good mold.
I mean, I'm not saying that there aren't good molds. I'm saying that botrytis is not one of them.
Canicillin. That's so funny. We found a new panacea. Like a cure-all for every known pathogen. It's called canicillin. We harvest it from the botrytis-infected buds of home growers over humidified dry tents. It's like, we need more of it. Science demands canicillin. We can't replicate it in a lab.
It's a breakthrough.
I'm just saying, G3. I am the kind of person who eats the next slice on beneath the moldy bread. I'm sorry. It's still good. It's just like
Your
mold ain't
stomach
gonna
has
kill you.
acid in it, all right? So there's some protection, The stomach lining also like regenerates ridiculously fast. So in general, your gastrointestinal system is a lot more protected than your lungs are. You're just like putting mold in your lungs.
But so you're telling me it's not going to kill me? Is what I'm hearing. Like,
I mean, I don't know enough to
so
speak on that.
you're
It very
telling
well
me there's a
could.
chance. No, I'm
don't-
like, for sure. Like, it's definitely not recommended. Just like, like, I guarantee you, again, like, man, and all the weird shit we've smoked in our day, and like untested weed that come from like way shadier trap grows than you can ever imagine.
Yeah, I am sure that there has been so much
And
garbage
you're telling
that
me
has
I
gone
gotta-
into our lungs.
I gotta
I'm just
throw-
saying, let's not exacerbate things
I know.
unnecessarily.
I gotta throw out this organic, homegrown weed because a little bit of mold got on one of the top buds.
I mean, it's a lot of mold.
The weed lacoche, G3.
No, if you had mushrooms growing in your pot with your cannabis, I'd be like, sure, eat the mushrooms. But that's different.
I know. All right. And I'm just
Just don't do it.
right.
We're gonna go the other direction. We're
Yeah,
gonna say
what I-
like, let's filter our bud. Let's like use water and things like mouthpieces and stuff to filter it as much as possible to protect our lungs. Switch from smoke to vapor every once in a while, just to give your lungs a break.
like in a in a dispensary, like grown for medicinal purposes for the state type situation, there's a zero botrytis tolerance policy. But in my personal home grow, I think we need an allowance of like a certain ppm, right? Like parts per million. Like there's a certain allowable amount of botrytis. There just is, flat out.
Well, that's a meeting
It's a
between you and your
personal
lungs.
choice. Just like it's a personal choice. Like I don't have phobo here, like fear of botrytis overdose.
Fear of lung cancer.
I'm not letting my phobo get the best of
Folk.
me.
You watch out for that folk. Like, I don't know.
I
Don't
just-
put that shit in your body if you don't have to. You don't
get
have
it.
to.
I get it. Medical is different, but like, maybe in your own home grow situations, us tent pirates, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
And you
So
got
I get
to
it.
throw it
I
in
get it,
the
people.
garbage.
And yeah, in a perfect world, maybe we would. Maybe. In a non-perfect world, you just never tell anyone and give that stuff away to people you don't like too much.
I mean, if you only... Okay, say even you only throw away the stuff that you see bud rot on. That means it has to have grown there significantly for an amount of time for you to notice the symptoms of it.
Like webbing.
Chances
spider
are,
mites.
yeah, like the
Yeah.
webbing. Chances are you've had plants that probably have botrytis on it, just not advanced to the point where you can see it, or maybe in an area where it's less noticeable. So the chances are, like, you've smoked plants with botrytis. I'm just saying, if you see it,
Yeah, then it's...
don't do it
an
on
ad-
purpose.
All right, then it's an advanced stage. I
Yeah.
think you're
Nice
going a
to your
little extreme with the phobo. For home grow tolerances are different than the medical market. Just saying.
That's a fun thing, is everybody's home grow is different. And just because my standards are I don't smoke mold, your standards might be different.
Don't you just will never experience the delicacy of weed lacoche.
Like
That's
I said,
all.
I probably...
That's all.
Oh my God.
That's all. You're just not ready for it. No, G3. What I want to do is talk about pH.
Ah, yes.
What I really want to do is get off that topic, and I didn't know how to do it in like a smooth manner.
Oh
So
my
just
gosh.
like hard pivot, just
Yes,
put
hard
on the
pivot.
brakes. We're gonna turn this ship right the other way
Yeah.
and talk pH,
Yeah. pH is
pre-harvest pH.
yes, pre-harvest pH, feeding your plants pH, soil pH, all of those fun living plant pH stuff. So yeah, like I don't know, pH is a huge part of what we do, and a lot of people are really into checking it, and a lot of people are like, I don't need to check it. And we're just gonna cover some basics today, and I think it's important to check it. Maybe by the end of this, you'll think it's important to check it too.
Always. I mean, well, I know we already got like some of our organic guys are just like, wait, pH.
And yep, people who have true organic living soil situations, they got a lot more leeway in this conversation because they have an environment that actually supports the concept of buffering to the degree that it actually can help your plants.
I know.
Even
I
though
always
it's
love
slow.
as soon as the pH discussion comes up, all us organic guys love, love to rub that in all the synthetic guys' face. Just like, you know what? Last time, I don't even know the last time I pH'd. My microbes do that for me.
And they do. To a point. There are limitations, you know. So it's a
There
good idea
are.
to
No, and
know what your pH is. Like your poor little microbes working so hard. Poor baby.
100% G3. No, I think you are definitely onto something. Like any organic grower who at least doesn't, like, if you don't know the pH of your water that you're using as an input, okay, that's just like your first mistake, right? You have to at least know where you are, right, with the input. Your soil should stay in that like optimal range for like if you've ever looked at that like uptake chart for nutrients, right? You want your soil to stay in that like 6.5 zone, okay? And if your water that you're adding to that soil is out of whack, it will over time make the medium pH drift out of an acceptable range. It might not happen overnight, right? Your microbes might be able to give you a little bit more time, but depending on like how out of whack that water input is, will depend on how fast it affects the medium too.
Yeah, and lots of stuff in the medium can affect your pH. Anything from like how much decomposing material you have to the amount of microbes you have in there. Like, I mean, you can't go, oh, my microbes will buffer everything, and you don't have a huge concentration of microbes. Like, yeah, those microbes will buffer the area around them. They naturally do that. They take in sugars, they process them, and they excrete acids. And so that drops your pH. So when you have one or two microbes here or there, it's not going to do the same thing as if you have a huge, strong, thriving, mature colony of microbes that keeps growing, keeps feeding, and everybody stays happy and in the same zone. If you've got like 3 microbes in there, it's not going to do anything.
True, which that's interesting though. Like, so like you said, the microbes do create like an acid of sorts, which is like forcing the pH of the medium kind of downward, right?
Yeah.
Which,
Yes. Is
you
more
know,
acidic.
is usually a good thing because you're probably adding like your water input's probably going to be a little high. At least for me, like Badger's Bunk says too, his water is 8 in the 8.4 in the summer, 8 in the winter. Great tip from him too. You should be checking seasonally.
Absolutely. Different
So
things.
if typically your water input is high and your like the action of your microbes is creating an acid to drop like to lower that pH and constantly keep lowering it, that's definitely going to offset the pH of your water input being a little high. But
Yeah, but that's not
why
something
even
that's immediate.
why
It takes
ask
time.
like I'm saying is like why ask your plants to and the microbes to do that for you? If it's just like a matter of adding a couple drops of like whatever you want to use, lemon juice, I hear people, organic people use very effectively to drop pH.
Yeah. Lots of
Any type
varieties
of
of
acid,
pH down. Basically any type of acid. Yeah.
you know, like might want to let it like I don't know, like yeah, sometimes I wonder if the acid like would hurt the microbe colonies in your soil if like yeah, it is an interesting discussion.
Yeah, so microbes generally like to be right around neutral. So they really prefer to be around like 6.5 to 7, but they have a big range of pH where they can exist relatively happily at. If you have super acidic or super base soil or nutrients or whatever, you are going to kill off your microbes. But other than that, a lot of them have a lot of staying ability. There's this one particular microbe that if you are going to be adding and building colonies that you should look for, and it's like Bacillus.
Thuringiensis.
No. Bacillus subtilis?
Oh,
Bacillus.
okay. Yeah.
Bacillus
That's a fun one to
subtilis.
say.
Yeah. So Bacillus, it's the one that's like what you find mostly in things like recharge or the things where you're adding microbes to your nutrients, soil, water,
Okay.
whatever. So these happen to adjust pH the fastest out of just about any other microbes that they've tested, which is why they use it. It's also really stable in high and lower pHs, so it sticks around longer. It doesn't kill off. It doesn't get killed off quite as easy. So they excrete these acids, yeah, but it still takes some time. Like it doesn't happen immediately. You can't just drop in water or nutrients that's like hugely base or hugely acidic and just be like, oh, it's fine, they'll turn it right away. Well, that's not quite the case. So I tried to find out how long it actually takes, and it does start right away. I mean, obviously the microbes are continually doing this. They're continually eating sugars, they're continually excreting acid, and these acids want to keep the soil right around like 6.5, which is where the plants like to be. So, yay,
But
happy symbiotic relationship.
but like the process of cycling nutrients from organic matter, like it doesn't happen immediately, right? So it's
Exactly. So I found one study that actually had a time that I could kind of hang my hat on. If you guys know of any other studies that have specific times for the like turnover for this, I'd love to hear about them. So they inoculated these highly acidic and highly alkaline soils. Well, I wouldn't say highly. These acidic and these alkaline soils, and then they measured it at the beginning, and they measured it after 35 days. And in the super alkaline soil, it started at 8.3 was its pH, and after 35 days, it dropped to 7.3. So almost a whole point. So better going down than it goes up.
yeah.
Up, they started with it acidic 5.8, and it moved up to 5.9. So not a huge change there, but dropping is significantly better. But still, 35 days. How long is your grow going to take you? If you're constantly adding these things that are higher pH, they're constantly working to drop that. Like they're just playing catch up. You could just have everybody in a happy pH environment all the time, and then everybody thrives the most effectively. Because it producing a proper pH and buffering your soil, that's kind of just a side, oh, this is a great thing it does too. The microbes really are breaking down those nutrients to make them bioavailable to your plants.
I totally agree, G3. If like it seems like just owning the synthetic growers shouldn't be a reason to not pH your input and care about pH. Like it's why wouldn't you concern yourself with that? It's a very easy thing to test. It's a very like, you know, you're not asking that much. Just pH your water, okay, right? Or at least know what it is, and if it's perfect, right where you want it to be, then don't worry about it. But yeah, no, I still some and like one of the seasons, I believe it is the winter time, it gets or summertime, it's a little higher than in the wintertime, like badgers. Like I like to just bring it down. A couple drops of I use this super concentrated like pH down too. It's just like I think it's like lab grade phosphoric acid is what it is. And it's like it takes 2 drops in like a 5-gallon bucket to drop the pH from like 7.5, 8, right? In that range to like 6.2, let's say. 6.5. Very easy to go overboard.
Yeah, I've been using the general hydroponics pH down forever. Forever. Works great.
Yeah.
It
I'm
just
just
make
saying.
it a whole lot easier for your environment. Did you know that the pH scale is logarithmic? So a
No.
pH of 8, that means a change in 1 point is a tenfold change. So like a pH of 8
No shit.
is
Like
10 times more acidic than a pH of 7.
wow, I didn't know that.
That just seems crazy. That is completely going to change my like, oh, it's only a point over. It's not doesn't matter all that much. Yeah, 10 times
Okay.
more acidic.
All right.
That's a
Well,
lot.
that is.
Holy
That's like
cow.
the Fujita scale, right? Where that's the tornado one. What's the one I'm thinking of? Earthquakes. The Richter scale is
Richter
like that
scale.
too. Yeah. Hey, we got a hi again up in the chat. What up, guys?
Hey, guys.
Yo, just saw your hash making video.
Beautiful.
Well done. Looked cool. Very well done. So yeah, hi, and but so yeah, pH guys, don't
It's important.
don't own like other growers. Don't let that be a reason for you to not do just like a basic. It's like one of like the basic tenets of being a grower. You know what I mean? Like thou shalt pH your inputs.
It's just so easy to do. And there are so many deficiencies or situations where you have toxicities or excess where it can come down to just like the pH is too high or too low, and therefore your plant simply can't access it. The reason why pH is so important is because it allows the uptake from the plant simply because different nutrients are soluble at different pHs. All that means is that it can dissolve in water. It has to be at the right pH so it can dissolve in water so that the plant can drink it. If it never gets to that pH, it's never soluble in the water, so your
Yeah.
plant can't ever
It
access it.
doesn't exist to the plant.
Doesn't matter if it's there in your soil.
No.
If the pH doesn't exist, can't touch it.
THC&C Music Factory says, I may or may not calibrate my Apera every other week. The pH, like really? I don't believe you, honestly. But that is a reminder for me and all the other normal growers out there who probably like forget to do that chore. Like we're not like, oh, today's the day I get to calibrate my pH pen. Hooray!
So I do it.
Nah.
I theoretically, I like to do it if it's a photo period run, when I flip to flower, and then when I'm resetting for my next run. So twice in one run. Really, what it basically comes down to is I do it after every run when
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
resetting
yeah.
my tent. You just check your calibration, take your fans apart, clean them, clean your tent, calibrate your pen.
Hey, that's good advice. I think that's you're not exhibiting like faux fear of non-calibrated pH pen, like faux nymph.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what acronym we're going with
You
on that
sound
one,
like my
guys.
kid. Mom, what does NNGHJKKLB
We got
spell?
we got fear of missing trichomes, fear of like botrytis overdose, and fear of
FOBBG.
non-calibrated pH pens.
Fear of being a bad grower.
All the fears coming, like, you know what? Like, sometimes it's scary out there in the wilderness of the grower world, you know? These
Yeah.
things, that's
It's
why
dangerous to go alone.
it's
Take
safe in
this.
numbers. Yeah.
Hand you a pH pen.
Oh, that's funny. That brings me back to was that like Zelda 1? First Zelda game. Yeah. And he hands you a wooden sword, right?
Good luck, kid.
Instead, it's like it's like one of those yellow Amazon special pH pens. Like,
Oh
yeah,
my
that'll
gosh.
it'll break. It'll break in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But my God,
I got screwed over by those things exactly one time, and then I never again. I just went up to an Apera. Aperas are really not that expensive, and if you go to I think the second level up, they have the ones with the replaceable probes, which is a really good idea. You could just keep it forever and replace the probes. AC Infinity has one as well. I've used it. It's been awesome. I haven't had any issues with calibration.
nice.
Use code Cultivation if you want your own.
Yeah,
Save
it's
some
that.
money. Don't pay
It
full
looks
price.
just like the Apera one too. I have an Apera, but like,
Yeah, so-
does the AC Infinity one do like ppms too?
Yep. And I think EC and something. It measures a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, it's like a 5
I
in
only
one.
ever use it for pH though, because.
Well, look, the yellow pH pen gets everybody.
Right?
I got a graveyard of like 5 of those things just like sitting in a cabinet. I got the blue one. I got the couple of the yellow ones,
I
and
swear
like
it's a grower canon event.
they
Like it can't
last.
be skipped.
No, it is a rite of passage, son. You will buy a cheap pH pen, and it will fail you within like the first grow. It won't last you even 12 weeks. But you'll be a better person and a better grower because of it. It's just like a life lesson, you know, that buy once, cry once thing.
It is. Buy once, cry once, and make sure they have good customer service.
Right? Listen, take the hit. Get yourself a proper pH pen, okay? But,
Ah, sweet.
oh, that is actually cool. You can put
That's
the Apera
brilliant.
tips on the AC. Very
Yeah.
cool. Now there is a cheap, like, you know, thrifty man's work around here, which is the time-tested pH strips that like your local lifeguard uses.
Yep, can't go
Okay.
wrong.
Okay, you can use that. It's not as fast. Like, honestly, might be for those of us who have fear of trusting equipment, like the Fati. If you got a little Fati going
I'm
on,
gonna need a list of all of these.
then I mean, sometimes that's tough to like trust your grow equipment and be like, listen, I don't know. When's the last time I calibrated my pH pen? Is it telling me the truth? You can always trust your pH drops.
Yep.
And you can usually find those suckers at like a local pH pool I'm sorry,
Yeah, like
pH
an
pool.
aquarium.
Yeah, aquarium, pet store, or
aquarium place or
a
whatever.
pool shop. Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, just don't, just wear your "Don't Get Caught" shirt with your captain picture at the bottom,
I love it.
and no one will suspect a thing.
I love that the word, like the lettering on that is a little like ominous. It's a little, I don't
It's
know.
just
Is
it
it
means don't get caught. It's
yeah,
serious. It's like in bold and italic.
spooky, spooky. I like it.
Yeah, thanks. No, they actually, shout out. Go check out the new website, which is cultivationconversation.cc. Okay? Don't forget the CC, like the super cool non.com domain. Right? Easy to remember, but it is .cc, and you can get your own "Don't Get Caught" captain shirt. It's super soft, like really, really good quality.
I like that color
Printing
green.
seems nice.
It's like people that print that they hit or miss with the greens a lot, and that's a good one.
Yeah, yeah. It said like emerald
Too often
green.
it's that
I
like
think.
that like super bright Kelly green.
There is a super bright one if you like that. If that's
And if
your
that's
thing.
your jam, by all means, it just washes me out something awful.
I got a bunch of different shades of my favorite color, which is green. So that shirt's pretty much available in green or black or white, I think. I'm not sure. There is one that's just like a simple "Don't Get Caught" in black and white text, if colors ain't your jam. But I'm going to need a G3 shirt up there real soon.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I just got the homework like before the show, so
All right, cool. Here, look. We've
I'll
got
come up with something. I promise.
I'll bring up the old website here. Yeah, go check it out. Oh wait, I know. No, you know what's gonna happen is I'm gonna hit the button, and then the AI video is gonna pop up.
Yeah,
I've
always
done this
does.
once or twice. Nope, not today, Satan. Look
Maybe
at that.
funny, Satan.
Look at those beautiful, beautiful
Man,
new
they look
styles.
like they are having fun. Those are some happy people.
Right?
They are having a good time.
Don't let your kids go back to school without the new fall fashion, the tent pirate
God.
shirt with the.
I did walk out my house, like walked out of my house with a Cultivation Conversation tent pirate shirt on today. Got halfway down my driveway and was like, nope, 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 can't wear that.
Green. Oh, they're just, the quality is there. That's all I wanted. It's just good quality stuff. So, yeah, check them out, guys. So we know pH, right? Like, important. Let's talk about something else that's important, which is checking in on our Patreon gardens.
Let's see some beautiful
That's
plants.
another like wild swerve of this vessel. Just I don't have the mojo of like smooth transitions tonight. I'm sorry. We're just veering all over the place. But we're gonna check in on one of our Patreon gardens. So let's give us the old ominous music.
It's not like we gotta call CC Dan over here. Hold up. We're coming in.
Oh, good Lord. look how prepared I am for that transition. Not at all. But we're going into, oh no, I don't want direct messages. Boom. We're going into Drennan's garden tonight.
Smooth.
I know, right? Okay. Any day now, Captain. Any day now, Captain. Drennan's garden. Right on cue. Enter Drennan's garden,
Yay. Ooh.
which is exceptionally green looking. I want to go
I see
back
pretty
just
leaves
a
already.
little bit, just a little bit. So this was back in, let's see, May. He's one of those bed growers. You know, he's got a big battery of soil. Nice, you know, that might be the way to do it. If I was
That's the direction I'm going.
recommending, you know, like a noob, like what do I buy, Captain? Which way do I go? I would probably steer you in this direction.
Anybody know off the top of their head, how many gallons an Earthbacks holds? The standards, not the juniors.
That's a good question.
I'm
I
sure
don't know.
somebody will know, but I'm just curious if anybody happens to know off the top of their head.
I think 10, but I don't know. I'm probably just making that up. So yeah, beds, awesome. Like probably, I don't know if it's the easiest way to do it, but definitely a recommended way. You just get a lot of the benefits of organic growing, like you can really only achieve with like a huge mass of soil. Like it's not as easy to do it in a smaller volume of medium. It just isn't. You're not going to get the same kind of cycling of microbes, of nutrients, of all that stuff. Easier swings of pH if you're just simply not going to do it. Just to like say ha 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 to all those synthetic growers. Like I'm not going to pH my medium. Ha ha ha. Easier to get away with it in more soil. But, right, so he's got, looks like the top watering system, which I think I saw like one of those blue mat carrots, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what we got going on here. There are ways to bottom water a big bed of soil with like an aqua valve and
Yeah,
using
I'm gonna
the
be trying it soon. I can't
the
wait.
butt chugging technique, right? Mm-hmm. Are you gonna just use like a kiddie pool G3?
No, actually, I'm totally stealing an idea from Howling, who's doing something really similar. He found it's like a basin, and I can't remember what it's for. Maybe for like a hot water heater or something, but it has like a relatively high but not too high side, and it has enough space for easily like 50-gallon pot, and then one of the aqua valves inside. I actually have my computer sitting on my new res right now to set up that. So that'll be fun.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, you said how many? Do you know how many gallons of soil that bed's gonna hold?
The one that I'm doing a 50-gallon. I'm doing a 50-gallon pot inside like a
That's
a
awesome.
basin that is 30. I want to say it's 36 inches in diameter.
Okay, I mean that's
Something like
basically
that,
a
32
bed.
inches in diameter. Yeah, it basically is. It's just round, and it's an aquapod system.
That's awesome. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that is definitely a cool idea. Who'd you say you got that from? Howling?
So I originally our show with Luna kind of started the idea percolating when she was
I remember.
you need at least 45 gallons, and I was like, oh, okay, don't tempt me with a good time. So then I was like, I wonder if I could do this with bottom feeding, and then I was looking on Autopot's website, and they have something for the garden, like an inline one, and then I was like, I could just use an aqua valve, and then like 2 days later they post something on Instagram about somebody using kiddie pools outside with the covered aqua valves to grow these gigantic trees, and I was like, oh, well, there you go, it works. Now we're just putting it together piece by piece. It'll be cool.
I can't wait to see it.
That's why I'm wondering how big his beds are, because
This one looks
that's
like a 3x3 to
significant
me.
amount of soil.
Well, let's figure it out. What is a 3x3 by, let's like height wise, it's what, a foot and a half. 3 by 1.5. How many gallons of soil is that for all you math whizzes out there?
13.5 cubic feet. Is that right?
We're talking cubic feet or fluid gallons, or solid gallons, which is a different measurement. How do you know, G3?
It is kind of hard to determine because really, like, at what point do you switch from gallons to cubic feet? Because the smaller pots are usually measured in gallons.
It's at the point where you're actually buying the soil to put in the pot. Like, the only time you need to worry about the cubic feet is when, like, that's what bags of soil are measured in. They
Right.
give you like it's like 1.5 cubic feet per bag of soil or whatever. Sometimes you get the big ones with 2, whatever. It's just like, all right, so cubic feet, but like I know the gallons of my pot typically, right? Which is either like 50 or so. It's like,
We did figure this out at some point on the
Just-
Discord. I remember we sat down and we did the math to figure
darn
out
conversions,
how
I
much
tell
soil.
you. All right,
Yeah.
so what in Canadian outdoors is that what a 3 by 3 by 1.5?
0.2
I had a
gallons.
feeling it was around 100 gallons wise, like that, because it's a lot. It's
Yeah.
a lot of soil.
Yeah.
Now
All right, that's
now
awesome. It actually gives me a much better reference because I grow in smaller pots. I mean, I grow in 6 gallons right now. I have no reference for like how much soil this
Yeah.
actually is because I'm using significantly smaller volumes. So
Now-
knowing that it's 97 gallons, that gives me more reference.
what is that in cubic feet? Is the real question.
I think it's. I thought it was 13.
Does anybody know the conversion, like the equation for converting
Yeah,
gallons to
13.5.
cubic feet? Really?
Yeah, because 3 by 3 by 1.5. We just multiply them. 3 times 3 is 9 times
That
1.5
seems
is 13.5.
low. All right, so that's what, and that's like what? Let's. How many bags of soil fill? Like,
Well, how
what-
many gallons are in 1.5 cubic feet, which is like what a standard bag of soil is, unless you're
Really
building soil
only-
and those are 1, right?
Oh yeah, about
Versus
10, I would say. It basically fills like 2 5-gallon pots with 1 bag of soil, typically. Man, look, we do have the conversion for cubic feet to gallons. That should be an equals, by the way, not a plus sign.
Yeah,
But
equals.
man, we got some smart growers here.
13.5
So back to, I know we're getting off topic. I want to get back to Drennan's beautiful handiwork here in
It's
his,
his beautiful
bed of
bed
soil.
that caused it in the first
I know,
place.
I
Look
know,
at these
his-
plants, though.
Well, beds get people talking. They do. Like, it's one of the more photogenic ways to grow plants, I think, and one of just like the one, like, I don't know. It just gets people. It gets people's interest.
I think the plants are happier too when they can talk
Is that
to each
it?
other. Yeah, when the plants can talk to other plants, I think they're happier in general.
It might be it.
Being just in the
because-
pot by yourself really is solitary confinement. I look at my girls and I'm like,
Maybe.
oh gosh, I'm sorry. We
Like,
gotta change that.
we had each of our plants like in the hole.
Yeah,
Is that what
they
you're
just-
telling me?
They don't have anyone to talk to, so maybe go talk to your plants.
Yeah, look. But like
Holy cow!
I know, right? I love that, like, CCTV kind of look. Great. Spying on them plants while you're away. Where'd the plants go? No, all right. So I know what happened. I got to go down
going the
on
wrong
the
way.
page. Yeah. beautiful. Like what drew me to this right away was the green color. I think it is like a health of plants thing that draws us to these beds, and it's the, would it be phenotypical in expression that you're getting from this type of grow setup? You know what I mean? Like the plants just have a certain look to them, the way that the greens pop, the way that the leaves like form and they pray, and the symmetry and all that stuff. It's just, ooh, he's got that George's root beer. What? Wait, whoa. What is going on here, man? With the, what do you have? You have weed on top of your weed? like exhibit? Like, oh man, we heard you like weed, so we put weed on top of your weed so you can get high while you're getting high.
It almost looks like moss.
It does. I didn't even have any idea that that's what it was at first, but it is in fact nugs. Are they like? Man, I wish Drennan was in the chat. I
have so many questions.
No, I have to know. Is this what you did with your botrytis infected crop?
Oh
no, right? Could you use it as a top dress? No, you want to get rid of it entirely. No.
In fact, when you're getting rid of it, turn off all of your fans. Remove any plants that like aren't obviously infected. But even if you find it in your tent, really, you got to get rid of all the plants in that tent.
Hey,
but plastic garbage bags over the top of them, tape the bottoms, chop it, get it out of your room immediately, out to the curb, whatever. Take it outside, burn it if you have to. Garbage can.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, so we got some theories in the chat about what's going on with some, Sonoma sun-grown. Says it's could be post hash washing material.
Interesting.
I like that theory.
That did not even cross my mind. Very clever.
So after a full loss of trichomes, far more than my trusty trim bag, whatever do. It's like, yeah, when you wash your buds with that ice water, that'll get your trichomes falling off, right? It's like
not chop and drop, chop, wash and drop. One extra step.
What is that?
I was just thinking, like chop, wash, and drop.
Chop, wash, and drop. Right? It's just it's top dressing with extra steps.
It is, but that's very smart.
It is. No, it and I don't know if that's what it is, but I have a suspicion Sonoma's right. I mean, I don't know. That seems right to me now that I'm thinking about it. But man, what a beautiful and like healthy looking setup Drennan has. Love the scrog net. Mm-hmm. I myself just harvested, with the scrog net. I, thought it was going to be a pain in the ass. Was not. You just have to accept the fact that your scrog net was used and you got your money's worth, and you just cut it. You just cut it. There's no way around it. You sacrifice the scrog to the,
Yep. Really, it's not worth that.
No, don't.
It really isn't.
Don't try to weave your tops out of the net so you can like reuse it. Just suck it up. Buy a new one.
Yep.
Use code CC10 when you do. Thank God they're only like $15 too. I mean, really. But this is what I'm talking about with that, like,
oh my God,
that beautiful green. Like, this is super cool. And look, so all right, and Drennan was showing me this in Discord. I want you to zoom in here, focus your attention on this. See this plant over here in like the left side of the frame. Do you see this one?
I remember talking about this plant. This is nuts.
Like, what is going on here, right? Like with and it's like, I think it's this one too. There's a one up here too, right?
I looked at that and I was like, it's mites. It has to be mites.
Is it genetic? Is it what's going on? Yeah.
Like that looks
Does it? It doesn't look like mites to me.
like root mites, like russets, or
Yeah? You think?
when you get like the weird crinkly wavy leaves like that, especially concentrated
How
in the
like
newer growth, that just in my mind, the first thing I think of is like russet mites. But
I
there,
don't know anything
it's-
about that.
There's
That
so
freaks me out.
many, but he says that like it's not getting any worse. It's only in that one plant.
Yeah, look at
And
the
it's
other
not
ones.
just concentrated in the new growth. It's like a lot of the plant.
I wonder
It's so
if it's. I
fascinating.
wonder if it's genetic. I really do. I really do.
know.
It's just such a weird like. I've just never heard
I
of
wish I
like
could see the better picture.
never heard of mites causing that. Maybe it is in here.
Do you have the closer one? There's
maybe it
a
is in here.
close-up picture of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. All right. So he says, "What's up with these leaves? One
Yeah.
branch and its side branches have been putting out leaves like this from the beginning. Hasn't hampered the growth though. No indication of pest. Just this weird leaf thing. I keep
That's what it was. It was
go
one
back and forth between
branch.
cutting it off and letting it ride. Yeah, right. Look at it. Look at it.
It's
Super
so
weird.
Tell me that looks like mite damage to me. Mite.
No, it doesn't. G3. This looks way
that's-
weirder than mite damage.
It's
to
so
me.
strange. It's so strange.
This looks way weirder than mite damage.
But like
Es-
not spider mites, not things like that. This is like nasty soil mites and.
No, yeah, I don't
But
even
it
know
can't be-
if
it's
spider
one-
mites,
if
like
it's one
soil mites,
branch.
could cause that.
Yeah, soil
Truly.
mites, not spider mites.
But
like
I- like-
russet mites, soil mites, that type of thing. But it's one branch. It's not spreading. It's not showing up anywhere else, and the rest of the plant looks normal. Like that would negate that, I would think.
So, all right, I have to know. Just my natural curiosity. I have to know. Are russet mites a soil-borne pest? Are they? I thought they were like
I
most
think they,
forms
like,
of mites
I
would
think they
infect
graze
your
themselves,
plants.
and then they're at the bottom of the plant. I don't know. I've never had russet mites myself. I just have looked at so many different pictures of deficiencies, toxicities, pest issues, environmental issues, physical damage, all of these different things. So that, and this to me looks like pictures I've seen of different mite damage, not spider mite damage.
I have never seen pictures personally of growth like that weird from pest damage. I could be mistaken. Like again, here I'm just doing a quick little Google search.
Yeah, Google.
Can I
Google,
do this?
like,
But like,
russet mite.
can I? Hold on. I'll bring you back up, Drennan. No worries. But like, yeah, look, it's just like when you're looking at like pictures of russet mite damage, this is kind of what you're gonna see. Is like, all right, like little leaf taco, perhaps a little bit of like this looks more to me like spider mite, that stippling
That looks like
type
spider mites,
of
yeah.
damage. Okay, but like
I
that
don't know. There's some like.
that was like, all right, this is super weird. Actually, I don't know. This is in the ILGM forum. I think that's just faulty genetics. Are you sure you even have mites? No, that's a little more in line, kind of, with the kind of weirdness we're seeing, right? But still, I don't know, G3.
Yeah, the fact it's on one branch though.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
which in
Super
my mind
weird.
that crosses out all pests
Yeah, you know,
because of pest spread.
you would see it all over the garden for sure.
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't even want to look. Oh
Maybe
my
it's
god, I
a
don't want to see him.
different type of flame.
Get him away.
not russet.
Get him away. I hate him so much. I don't think
Yeah.
that's what you have, Drennan. I
No,
really
it,
don't.
it
Like,
definitely is not.
I don't
that.
think that's what you got going on,
I don't
brother.
know
I
what it is.
think you just got a really weird plant.
Maybe.
I
I wonder if that branch was damaged in some way
Super weird.
when it was developing that caused some sort of weirdness. But like
Yeah,
even
that's
the
like-
coloration of the leaves is slightly different.
It is bizarre.
It's like a more muted green.
Just so interesting. I know. I wish I knew.
I don't know.
I
I've
wish
never
I knew. I just like I wish we had all the answers. Just the health of the overall health though of this is just like how could you
No, there's
you know,
and they're gorgeous.
yeah, it's just everything looks great. Though I do have to always I'm always gonna say it when I see you people with your power strips inside of your tent. Just God damn it, just get it out. Get it out. If I was in your grow right now, just yank that thing. No, I wouldn't. But I would shame you into moving it. It's doing you no good there, man. That's all. That's all. Get it out of your tent.
Safety first.
But beautiful plants. Even the weirdo. The weirdo's, just a weirdo.
I kind of appreciate it because it so very specifically must be genetic, and I've never seen anything that looks like that.
Yeah, everything else tells
A little
me
bit of novelty.
health is great. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing any other signs of anything, man.
Yeah. Can't wait to see what it does as it goes into flower.
I think no one made the connection of like, right, you're using weed as the top dressing, right? It's a little bit of that, like we were talking about with Miles, right, from fermented plant extracts, that like cannibalistic cannabis thing. Isn't it that like, didn't they find that mad cow disease was a symptom of like feeding cows?
Yeah.
Wasn't it like putting beef in the food supply for cows?
Yeah.
Doesn't it create like they're called prions, aren't they? These little like holes in the brain that's caused by like a protein of like one thing eating itself. Just theorizing. That's a bit of a stretch, I know, but like, is there such a thing?
Only
Systemic, like, weird DNA kind of, like, I don't
that
know what's
bed
going on.
have-
It's mad weed disease, man.
Well, some of his beds have like a straw top dressing on them, and I'm not sure what's under that. And then that one bed had the. I don't know. what they
that
are.
was all half. That was a joke.
No,
90%
but I
a
really
joke.
wonder, like, maybe
It's very
if
strange.
that's breaking down into the soil, I wonder what that changes, if anything, in the biology of the soil.
Yeah, no, look, and it's like, otherwise the happiest damn looking plant with like the nicest green color, and it's like, I know, it's just, I'm
many
sorry
tops.
we got so like into talking about like one of the only, not picture perfect aspects of your grow, Drennan.
It's fascinating.
It
though.
is. It
he
just
has
is.
something really unique and interesting there. And if his grow is spurring discussion, and gosh, isn't that what you really want?
Right? Yo, I'd try to maybe maybe clone it. I wonder if it would just like reproduce that way in anyone else's garden. Like it's just, I just wonder.
Yeah.
But your
Especially
setup,
if you cloned something off that one branch. If the entire new plant would grow like that.
I do. I
That
do too.
might
I
be
know
an
your setup is
interesting-
great though. And like streamlined, I would say. Like I would use some of your pictures to demonstrate to like a noob who's asking me, you know, Captain, what do I need? How do I do this the right way? Like how?
Can you open that
I
middle
might bring
one?
up some of yours to show them.
Yes.
Beautiful,
Gorgeous leaves.
absolutely.
That's stunning.
That's the hardest time for me to keep them looking that way too. Is that like that pom pom phase? They get super hungry. So, well done, sir. Well done all around. It's simple but effective. Look,
Ooh,
he's got a nice
clones.
cloner going. Little peanut butter
Maybe
breath.
he did clone one of the
If I know my acronyms.
wonky ones.
Yeah, perhaps.
Maybe. We'll see. He'll have to.
Though sometimes that'll just happen from like the clones not, you know, being a little unhappy without roots
And
for
I'm
a
just
few
wondering
days.
because I can't tell the difference. Either way, I mean, the clones look like clones. They throw
Yeah.
fits, you know?
Hey, let us know. Let us know in the Discord. Answer all our questions there, please. See, I have these exact 1 gallon pots. I love sometimes like spying in on other people's gardens and you're like, ooh, I got that exact thing. Works well. I got a pack of like 15 of them. One of the better grow purchases I've ever made. Same saucers,
size.
yeah. They got little saucers that come with them. They're great. I think those are 1 gallons, but yeah. Drennan, excellent work, man, and thank you very much for being a supporter of the show.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
So much. Your grow is absolutely spectacular.
It is.
I can't wait to see what happens with that one plant.
I know.
She has me so interested.
Keep posting pics. That's one of the perks of being a supporter of the show, is you get your own channel over on our Discord. You get to post whatever you want, and then you might get spied upon live during an episode. So, yeah, check out our Patreon. We made it cheaper across all the tiers to sign on up, so
And if
no
you're on our
excuses
Discord,
now.
Go walk through some Patreon gardens. We really have some
Yeah.
amazingly talented growers in the crew, and yeah, looking at those plants will make anybody happy.
Absolutely, and that you don't have to be spied upon, Badger. You don't. It's not like that's not like one of your perks. You can politely request no break-ins in the garden, but you know.
You can lock your own channel down and only let in specific people if you want. We don't care.
But you know, hey, we're just trying to share our community's hard work. You know, I think one of the coolest ways to learn about this hobby of ours is the ability to like see the pictures that other people post, to like not break in and spy, but like kind of break in and spy. It's like,
It's inspiring. It might trigger an idea in your head or make a
right.
connection that you hadn't made before, and all of a sudden a perspective shifts and your interest in growing it is renewed or changed or whatever. You know, that's how we grow, is our community. I certainly wouldn't be randomly growing 50 gallons in a sip system if it weren't for significant people in the community
Yeah.
informing me and teaching
Like-
me and inspiring me.
Seeing a picture proving that it could be done, and then like seeing the health and happiness of the plants in the situation, and just like proof, like seeing is believing, you know. It just,
Yeah, a conversation triggered an idea and a shift
Yeah.
in perspective, which triggered another idea, and then a post proved that it could happen, and then somebody else in the community is doing something very similar, and it's just like, oh my gosh, so many synchronicities. Just like paths opening up. The community is
Indeed.
amazing. I love you guys so
indeed,
much.
no, that's one of the, I mean, just perks of being a grower is access to the community, and you know, that's, you don't have to pay any money for that. You just got to be a real person, you know.
Yeah, just hang out with us.
Just hang out.
And everyone else.
Oh, no, I mean, the community at large, as a whole, is one thing. But like our little community on Discord too, that little nook of the larger community is and always will be free too. So like, just come on, sign up, and just hang out. You know, most of the channels are, you know, don't have to pay nothing. So it's one of the perks. One of the perks. Now you don't want just regular old FOMO.
No.
You know, you don't want that.
No F's. I
Regular
have no
old
F's to
FOMO.
give. No F-O.
You would feel
no
that.
F-O. BBG,
You know,
no
all out
F-O.
of F's to give is like
LT.
the off fog. I don't know. I'm all acronymed out, but yeah, guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you for hanging out. Always a pleasure.
Thanks, chat.
And-
It's such a joy to see you guys.
I couldn't think of a better way to spend my birthday than with all
Happiest
you
of birthdays
fine
again,
folks.
sir. Have some
I
cake.
appreciate it. I will. Go. Yeah. Eat. I don't like cake, G3. You know me. I got a big bag of Haribo gummies. I'm just gonna like house half of them.
There you go.
Some happy cherries.
True celebration.
Make a happy captain. I can't do any candles in my Haribo candy, but
I bet you could. Stick a candle in the head of a twin snake. No problem.
there's a will, there's a way. All right, I'll figure it out. But yeah, thank you guys. Until next time, post pics of your plants, and most importantly, don't get caught.